Hello, everybody. Teacher Shaniqua here. I'm just going to share with you what the plan was for today. Last week, in preschool, we worked on letter A, number 1, circle, and the color red. Today, we were going to start with reviewing A as for apple. We didn't really focus on the letter sounds yet, but I probably would include that in there just to get the student used to hearing the sounds as well. And after we're going to review the number 1, usually I'll just have the student draw 1 with the finger, just draw it in the air. But also the students are allowed to have paper. So we would practice writing letter A in number 1 using a red crayon or marker, just like we did last week. After that, we would go back to letter A, and I would ask questions this time. Like instead of saying, that is letter A, I would ask. So we go here. How are you feeling today? And then we'd go through all the feelings, of course. We sing our Days of the Week song. And I remind them that it's February and that it is Saturday. All right, then we talk about the weather. How's the weather? You can pick one: sunny, snowy, rainy, cloudy, and so on. We sing our whole alphabet. And actually, then that's when we would go into reviewing. So I kind of like skipped over a couple of things. So then we review letter A in number 1, and then go back here, and I'd ask, what letter is this? And we do the kind of like TPR for big A and little a. And then we practice. I'd let the student just name these things that we talked about last time and see how many he or she could remember. And then move on to, what number is this? And then hopefully they'll still remember from all the work they did last week with number 1. And then what color? Red. What shape? Circle. How many? How many astronauts? How many acorns? How many axes? How many apples? How many avocados? Skip that page. All right, and then today we have a brand new letter. So first we do big B, little b, use TPR as well. And then I let the student name how many things they can, identify from the picture here. And then we would have number 2 and blue heart. What I'll probably do after, since I didn't actually get to teach this one, after they name all the things and we name the things together that they couldn't, figure out, we go to our letter B. Letter B is for bear. And then they can draw letter B as a bear on their pictures or on their paper. Okay. Letter B first. Then after we do that, we go number 2. Okay, I have gumballs. And so today I am, along with the one red gumball that's in the gumball machine, I was going to add a blue gumball. Also on the chart behind me that you saw last time, you don't see it today, but I added letter B, and then the words for today are boat and bear. And then the number is 2 on the chart as well. The color is blue and the shape is heart. So it's pretty much all the things that I'm telling you about right now. So after we do letter B, we do number 2 and have the student trace with the finger first while we sing the song for writing number 2. And then I let the student practice, with some help, of course, writing number 2 on the paper. Do have an exercise here, and we want to circle all of the A's, letter A's in red, and then we'll circle all of the letter B's in blue. And that kind of also lines up with what she's working on. So A was red last week. Well, the letter was A, the color was red. This week, the letter is B and the color is blue. Just to be able to distinguish between A and B. and have her circle in red, letter A, circle letter B in blue. We won't do C yet because C is the color for next week. Mhm. After this, we have coloring page, and it's just 2 lovebirds and hearts. Hearts just so happen to line up exactly like with right before Valentine's Day. So we have B for bird, and then we have our hearts that we're going to color blue. And we're going to color the birds blue as well. There's another Valentine's coloring page. This one, I just let them do whatever they want it to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be blue. It can be some red and some blue, kind of mix them up. After that, we will go on a bear hunt. And once again, this is epic or get epic. We're going on a bear hunt. And then last we'd have the number 2 for our book. 2 mittens, 2 warm hands, 2 bird's nests, 2 beautiful birds. And I would definitely point out letter B in the book while I'm reading it, just to give them another chance to see, okay, that's B. So we read the whole book. And then if we had time, I will actually go in here and add in another book, just like a fun book. And then have, what I do is I usually just type in B. And this one is about bugs. I like bugs, or Discover Bee, or ABA pattern book. Any of these books, as long as it has something with letter B, I think will work just fine. Even if it was baby, we could find a book with a little baby in it, or birds, or because I read the bear hunt, we could just tie in our book with a bear. And let's see, there's a good one. Bobby's Big Bear Hunt. This is a really short book, and it actually is pretty cute. I've read it before, so that would definitely work. At the end or towards the end of class, we just go back and review what we learned today, and not letter A, red, circle, number 1. No, we wouldn't review that. We would review B, blue, number 2, and heart. And all of those things are already on here. So I just scroll back to them on here. And then we say goodbye. And then we meet again next week. All right. I hope this gives you an idea of what to do for the second week of preschool. And if you want to throw anything in there, like playing with Play-Doh or counting blocks, we will do some counting, but just to number 2. So that's actually in the slides here. 2 bears, right? 2 balloons, 2 balls. But you can do whatever you want. If you want to use actual props, you can use a lot more props than I do. The only thing that I have today for letter B is baby. But you can use whatever you want. You can use whatever songs, videos you want. It's all up to you. Be creative and do what you feel. All right. Thank you. See you next time.